hey, you know what I mean? And man, this gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB the Flair. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got our good sister Simone Biles, man. But we got a husband, and we pretty much, man, he's receiving a lot of backlash from a lot of our sisters. I mean, of course, the regular victims, right? The regular victims. They're upset with his brother because he said he never knew who Simone Biles was before they got married. And he said that he was a catch over her, right? Now, look, we're going to break down why he really is more of a catch than her, right? But you know what? Hey, look, I'm going to leave it up to y'all. But before we get into that, man, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe. So we pretty much got Simone Biles in the news, right? And her husband essentially said this.
like, hey, you know what I mean? And man, this gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday, and we were texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men are catch, man. I always say we the catch.
So, of course, women are going to be looking at that and say, oh, he's cap, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. Because, right, who really doesn't know Simone Biles, right? I mean, if you part of it, man, listen, if you're black, man, 9 times out of 10, you know her, right? But the reason I say, right, he could be telling the truth is simply because, he said at the time when she won her medal, she was, he was in camp. Now, listen. For a lot of people, right, and a lot of sisters are sitting over here once again dragging this, man. Dude, if you play sports, if you play college football, when you're during camp, bro, you really don't even have that much time to really go out and go do as you please. You really don't have that much time to really lounge around and be all on Instagram and be all on the phone every single day, all day, every day, right? Now, he could have been different, right? But once again, he looks like one of those guys, man, that was popular wherever the hell he was at, right? He obviously made it to the league, so he obviously has some type of juice. Do you really think he's sitting on the internet, man, focusing on someone else, right? Focusing on another woman? No, not when you're in college, man, you pretty much trying to accomplish something. Now, of course, towards the end, you saw that he said, listen, of course, I think all men are a catch, right? He says, I think all men are a catch. He didn't say just him specifically. He says all men are a catch. Whether you're average or whether you got tons of money, all men are a catch. Right now, of course, your women are not gonna like that. Because look, they look at Simone, they're like, man, first of all, this is an innocent sister, right? And the fact that everybody named mama know her, and this is what you're gonna say. I mean, it got so bad, right, where somebody even said, right, and we're gonna look at some of the comments. Somebody even said, man, look, bro, listen, why y'all even getting upset, right? Why y'all even getting upset by him not even wanting to watch gymnastics? Back in 2012, man, it was I think it was Gabby Douglas, right? Gabby Douglas was the one that was popping. So now women, right? So now sisters are sitting over here saying, well, he said that he didn't know anything about gymnastics, so this right here proved that he lied. It's like women, it's like sisters try to find some of the most dumbest of smallest things to try to prove themselves to be right. Right? This man, like I said, the brother, he said something, man, that it doesn't take a monkey to freaking understand. Right? And sisters are literally coming up with excuses. Well, you know what? Well, he said he never watched it, so obviously he know what gymnastics is. Dummy, dude, I've never watched gymnastics, but there has been times where I flipped through channels and I've seen gymnastics. right? I might have just stopped on the channel just for a hot second and just looked at it and kept it moving. Gabby Douglas, she was big, right? Gabby Douglas was before Simone Biles, right? So once again, man, like I said, sisters are always going to try to find some way, man, to try to make sure themselves are right at the end of the day, right? Sisters will try to find a way to make sure that they are right at the end of the day. Sis, a lot of y'all sisters are wrong, right? A lot of y'all sisters are wrong. Dude, if the brother said he just didn't know, he just didn't know. Why does it matter when they are married, right? Why does it matter when she got herself a man? I mean, understand that a man, it has to be the catch. Understand a man has to be the catch because women understand that Simone Biles is rich. If she takes an average dude, a lot of guys, a lot of women are gonna sit over here and say, man, you took a below average guy. You took this guy. Look at him. He a clown, da. Everybody will sit over here and bash this guy. Every man and woman will sit up here and bash this guy and say, man, listen, she probably run this relationship. She didn't sell and da. Now you're talking about a guy. He might not free. He's not the best safety in the world because I ain't never heard of him, right? I ain't never heard of him. However, it is funny because he said this before, right? He said this a long time ago, right? He said this a long time ago. Now it's just that, hey, it's just gotten a lot more popular now. And guess what? A lot of your sisters, hey, for whatever reason, they turned it into a man versus woman battle, right? They turned it into a black man versus a black woman battle. Why? Well, you know what? Hey, I guess they got to make themselves feel like a victim in some kind of way. I mean, let's look at some of the comments, man. Somebody says the interview with Simone Biles and her husband, Jonathan Owens, is so embarrassing. I can't believe she let him talk about their relationship like that. What do you mean? He just simply said, yeah, I didn't know her, right? This is what I mean, this is how dramatic a lot of your sisters are in this community, which is why, once again, brothers, hey, if you want to become a passport, bro, I don't see no issue why. If you don't want to marry in the United States or you don't want to marry sisters in the United States, I see why. Because once again, you have a brother, right? You have a brother who made it to the league, right? He looks like, let's just be honest, Simone Biles is not the baddest chick out here. I'm gonna just be honest with you. She is not the baddest chick out here. He looks like he deal with women who are Instagram models. He looks like he deal with women that are 10 times better than Gabby Douglas. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not even saying Gabby Douglas is ugly. Gabby Douglas is beautiful. But let's be real, she is average, right? She is your average looking woman. Right, so this is one of the biggest reasons why he does say he is a catch. Right, this is the biggest reason why he said a lot of guys are a catch. But also, once again, you're a man, you are able to take care of yourself. Hey, maybe she might have more money than this man. Who knows, right? But he's in the NFL, right? Not many guys can say that, right? You know how hard it is to make it to the NFL? Not many guys can say that. And he's obviously been on an active roster for a long time. Been in the league for 5 to 6 years, right? Been in the league for 5 to 6 years. He's going to constantly have money rolling in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's going to constantly keep bringing in some money. Right now, once again, he's not no LeBron James. He's not no JJ Watt. He ain't TJ Watt or no Derrick Henry or nothing. But that's what. Once again, he's still in the NFL. And once again, he obviously look like he deals with women that are 10 times better than Gabby Douglas. I'm just giving y'all the reason as to why he is probably saying, this is why I'm a catch. Now, once again, he's talking about men in general, right? He's talking about men in general. And the reason why he's even saying men in general is because, once again, as a man, you have to be a catch, right? As a man, you have to provide more, right? Think about it. If a woman is sitting over here, she's struggling, right? She's not able to, she's struggling in life, hey, look at the time that we're living in, right? You're going to need a partner. You have a woman who's struggling, paying car notes, paying bills, yada, yada. Here you have a man who's making money, goddamn, he got his own car, he can sit over here, put money in your pocket, now your life is leveling up. That's a catch, right? Now, once again, people are gonna say, well, what is she? Well, she already got money. What did she need from him? Once again, he's a brother, right? He's in the NFL who's going to continuously make money. He's going to continuously make money. That's why I believe, he's a catch. Right? And once again, a man will always be a catch, right? A man will always be a catch. Somebody like him, somebody like himself will always be a catch. Somebody else says, Simone Biles, if you see this, I know so many amazing divorce lawyers in Houston, please. So y'all want her to become a statistic, right? Y'all want her to become like most of the women in America who are initiating divorces because he didn't badmouth her. He didn't say anything disrespectful. He just simply said, well, I just didn't know her and I feel like I'm the catch. Can I ask, if she said that, would y'all sisters be upset? No, hell no, because it's true. Well, let's just say if somebody like, I don't know, Lori Harvey and what's his face? Michael B. Jordan. Let's just say, I don't know, Michael B. Jordan was a catch over Lori Harvey. Or the guy, Amson Dildress, whatever his name is, right? He says that, you know what, hey, well, I'm a catch when he was dating Lori Harvey. Do you think sisters would be receptive over that? What happened if Lori Harvey said that she was a catch over Michael B. Jordan and Idris Damson or whatever, and she's not known for anything? What would sisters say? Yeah, I believe so. What has she proved? She didn't prove anything. But once again, a lot of your sisters will sit up here and say, hey, well, you know what? I think she is a catch. Someone else says Simone Biles was on Tinder and drove 45 minutes for the first date. Y'all better than Simone? That's a good question. Oh my goodness, that is a good question. So then somebody else says the interview with Simone Biles and her husband, Jonathan Owens, is so embarrassing. I can't believe she let him talk about the relationship like that. Let me also add, this is a perfect example of why women shouldn't shoot the shot at men, because when the story is replayed, you look so desperate. No, not really. I mean, like, once again, and this is why a lot of guys say women can't take rejection, right? This is why a lot of guys say women can't take rejection, right? This is why, I mean, like, this will be on the lines of a man rejecting a woman. Right? Well, this is why nobody want to freaking man sit over here, man, holler at y'all women, because y'all sit over here, instead of just simply, they would push a whole narrative. Instead of simply sitting on here just telling us, no, y'all gonna sit over here and say, hell no, we want to date your ugly ass. You'd be like, what in the world, where did that come from? So she's sitting over here saying, well, you know what, hey, Simone Biles, you came out to him, right? You the one that did this, you the one that did that. He's just replaying all of that, and now all of a sudden, hey, well, you know, the story that he replayed ain't the story how they really met. Well, if that was the case, then wouldn't she have said something? That's what this sister right here is pretty much saying. She's saying, man, listen, the story that he's saying ain't true. So this is what a sister says. Simone Biles' husband has lost his dusty mind. Now he's dusty, right? Now he's dusty. Once again, sisters sit up here and say black men do not protect black women all day, every day. They push that narrative because they don't ever have an argument, right? But then it's like, once again, right? Sisters sit up here also say that, you know, black men down black women all day. That's the biggest one. Oh man, you got too many black men. They always putting down black women, this and that. But it's like, this man did not say anything negative to or about Simone Biles, and she gonna call him dusty. But once again, men put down women. I mean, this is what this whole post look like. I mean, y'all sitting over here trying to get this man divorced. Y'all trying to get her in the same position as y'all, single and bitter. So then she says, and why was her multi-Olympic gold medal, Presidential Medal of Freedom wearing ass, grinning like a fool on a Nick Sile podcast couch? Black women, please do better. Because maybe she doesn't take offense into it. Maybe she says, you know what, hey, maybe he is a catch, and you know what, hey, I'm happy in my relationship, and there's nothing wrong with what we got going on. And he's just telling his story. Once again, a woman can sit over here and tell her story all day, right? A woman can sit over here and falsely tell her damn story. And we just have to eat it up. And if we don't, hey, we're victim blaming. But a man can sit over here and tell his story, and somehow, some way, he's telling the truth, and he don't know what he's talking about. Sisters, what are we doing? So then someone else says, Simone better than me. A woman with bald tires and screeching brake pads. That's facts. That's literally all of these sisters, right? As somebody else said, y'all sit over here saying that, you know, y'all would never. So y'all saying that y'all better than Simone Biles when y'all haven't even freaking accomplished not even a tenth of what she has accomplished? Once again, this is how a lot of your sisters think. This brother didn't say anything wrong. This brother is a catch, right? He is a catch. He is most definitely a catch, because if he wasn't even in the NFL, if he was sitting over here working a 9 to 5, a lot of sisters would say he wasn't a catch. If you had somebody like Lori Harvey who has not done anything or accomplished anything, and she goes out here to date other men, guess what? They will sit over here and say, well, you know what? Hey, y'all guys got a catch. Right? Once again, these are the same women, man, that sit over here and try to twist reality to help benefit their, right, delusional world. Right? People, we gotta, as this sister says, black women, please do better. Please do better, because once again, you can't have this type of mindset and think men are gonna want to be with you. That's just not conducive for yourself. Now, once again, he is a catch. He is a catch. To be an NFL football player, constantly stay in the league, right? Constantly have money rolling in. Once again, just off his looks, pause. Just off his looks, he look like he would deal with somebody that looks 10 times better than Simone Biles. Simone Biles is an average looking sister. Right? Let's just keep it a buck. She's an average looking sister. Right? So that's just me. That's just me. Y'all let me know how y'all feel down below in the comments. But do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.